Hi Sam, can you hear me? Let me know, mate. Be good to see you, mate. So first movement, looks like we've got north to south operations going on. So yeah, we're going to get approaches from the north, landing right in front of us. So we're not going to get to see Emirates passing us close, but we'll certainly see the landing. Going to be pretty awesome. Oh, mate, I still have your last lot. So, yeah, you don't need to bring any more. So we've got Singapore about ready to come down to this end. I hope they come all the way. It'd be really nice of them to do that. Come all the way down to A2. Oh man. This is hopeless. So the mighty A350 is filling my screen, but unfortunately you guys can't see it properly. This is very annoying. Yeah, sorry mate, and I'm not quite sure what the settings are screwed up on this, but yeah, it's not as impressive as what I'm seeing anyway, so yeah, we'll see what we can do. How's the sound there, Let's Camp? Yeah, mate. Something's screwed up the Elgato settings, so I'm only seeing a tiny little fraction of the screen. So yeah, I think I'm going to have to reset at some point. Yeah, I might only be getting 1920 out of that thing, which is a bit unfortunate. Yeah, I just nailed it a bit. There's a lot of reflection coming off that thing. They certainly are holding there for a long, long time. Oh, you're on 4K? Okay. Yeah, it's really bizarre. The OBS is only seeing a tiny little chunk of the screen, which is ungood. Makes monitoring it really, really hard. I have no idea what Singapore is waiting for. They must be just doing some checks, some final checks. Oh yeah, I can see it. I'm just going to probably stay on Singapore. FP68 looks like it's going around. Let me show you. Can find it. I cannot find it. But it hasn't come in, it's gone around. It's gone right over the top. So here's the mighty Singapore. So that's what we're dealing with. Completely calm here. Not a blade of grass moving. The windsock is just there for decoration. Beautiful airliner. Only its big brother is better, in my humble opinion. And that's the 350,000, not the 380. 380 is a beautiful aircraft, of course, but the 350 is just awesome. Sorry about this. Just having a bit of a mare with the equipment at the moment. I may in fact be forced to restart the camera. Right, okay, so sounds great. Picture, not so much. Just while you're there, I will see if I got my flight radar. And I will bring up AK412. Show on map. And 3D. And over here. So here we go. This is EK412 sitting there at Sydney. So it's pinging. So we enjoy the virtual ride while I try and sort out my camera because I can't continue to broadcast with just a portion of the screen. So yeah, should be back soon. Apologies about the sound. Well, that seems to have fixed that. So, the old adage, switch it off and back on again, and has in fact worked. Yes, mate. Okay. Apologies for anyone else who happens to be watching. It unfortunately didn't quite work out of the box, as they say. But we persevered, played around with it, and yeah, now we've sort of got things working a little bit better. So So let me go VR. And now we are ready to go. Yes, yes. Emirates boarding as we speak. Let me see. And zoom in. And what do you park next to? Who are they parked next to? I know what's wrong there. Okay. Emirates. Yeah. There we go. So we'll switch you off for now. And we'll see how we go. Yeah. Yeah, they were a bit flattened, weren't they? Okay. Well, it's all fun and games. You sort of think you've got everything figured out, and then you discover, no, not quite. So, happy to report that things are going okay. Let's see. Right, now let me give you a view of how beautiful and calm it is here in Christchurch. Look at that. That is what we call a limp sock, ladies and gentlemen. A completely limp sock. It definitely needs a dose of Viagra, that one. And here's the foothills, as I referred to them to Kurt. And he ran with that, so I'm happy to have sort of pushed him in that direction. But they're not part of the Southern Alps. They're just the hills before you get to the Southern Alps. And Southern Alps are a bit more mountainous than that. But yeah, I'll give you a bit of a swing round and have a bit of a look at the whole vista. And he's coming in again. He's going to give it a go. This is our friend who had the go around earlier. Yep, he is the guy. So that's 2 go arounds we've had. It's a bit of a misfire on one of those engines. He's only got 2 of them. See it, puttering away there. So, why are you only seeing a fraction of the screen? This is really frustrating. Yes, it is beautiful, Mike. I wish I could say the same about the technology. I got an OBS issue. Basically, I'm only seeing 1920 chunk of the capture window, actually in the OBS. So it's very frustrating. It's really, really hard to frame anything. So I might have to restart OBS because this is working fine, that's not working fine. What's happened to it? Yeah. Most frustrating. Awesome stream from Queenstown, by the way, Mike. Yeah, really enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed your lunch with Katie. It's been a while. She's been away a wee while. It's no better place than Queenstown to have a bit of a catch up for a couples weekend. So yeah, that's not good. What's doing in settings? Output's fine. Video is fine. Really frustrating. Oh, Emirates is on the taxi in Sydney. Yeah. What can we do with you? Let's put you back on. Move you over here. And I am going to take that off, pull you out, which should reset you, and put you back in, and then switch you back on. And go, video, Elgato. the frustrations of, hey, that looks alright. That looks alright. That's not working, but that looks alright. But when I show it on the screen, I'm only seeing a quarter of it. What is that? What is that? Ah, man. Canvas. Right. Scale the window. Scale the window. Oh man, this is so frustrating. We got something very nice pushing out. Hopefully he comes down to pay us a visit. I have not managed to fix this yet. So, Mike, if you're still there, any clues? OBS, basically on my canvas, I'm only seeing a quarter of the video output. So I'm only basically seeing a 1080 chunk of this output coming through onto the canvas. Yeah. Hey Telly, how's it going, mate? Frustrating morning for me. Things sort of not really working. I mean, at least the sound's going. Let me just throw this back up. Yeah, so Emirates over in Sydney. And back to OAB. So yeah, OAB is only occupying a tiny little corner of my screen, and yet, frustratingly, the rest of the canvas is just huge. So maybe it's you. Click on you and move you. Make you much bigger. So that's very nice, but here is something even nicer. Oops. the canvas size. Hey Tucker, how you going, mate? Just getting through a few tech issues here. So if I go to settings and general appearance, stream output, output's fine, video size, there's no scaling, 31, yeah, 3820 by 2160, yep, so that looks all okay. Cancel that. Won't cut, yeah, I doubt it too, but at least we can see it. Singapore came all the way down, as you saw a bit earlier, but it was a bit of a fight to actually display it to you. Awesome. Tucker, good to see you, mate. Thanks for coming along. Yeah, we're sort of still struggling a little bit here to get this stream working. Oh, we got another incoming. I'm just going to stay on all black. Apart from these tech issues, it's quite an enjoyable day, but you can imagine it's sort of taking the gloss off a bit for me. I'd much rather be actually using my screen so I can actually line things up rather than having to look over at the laptop all the time. And Emirates is just about at the end of its taxi over in Sydney, so we'll be able to sort of throw that up at some stage when things get a bit quiet. Let's see if I can Wow. So the camera's really zoomed in. I cannot see that with the naked eye. Only by tracking this am I actually able to see it. It's so far away. Righto. Here's a bit of a look at what's going on in Sydney. And might just take that off. Here we go. Mighty Emirates doing so we can't fix you. Why are you way over there? Well, she's up and on her way, so that's awesome. So it's the mighty A380, which is on its way to us here in Christchurch. Believe it or not, I think I might have fixed the video. So we'll go and have a bit of a look at that in a minute. Okay, I've got a helicopter coming in, and believe it or not, I can actually see it for you. So Mike had a lot of helicopters yesterday, and here's my contribution. So what we had was the screen was super zoomed in, which is kind of cool if you ever want to do a really, really close view of something that's a long way away. But yeah, that did not make it easy for me to actually frame up the videos and show it to you. Yeah. It's what's going on over at engineering? Oh, wait, I see an incoming aircraft. I might actually be able to get it for you. Okay. So happy to report that the video display issues, which were causing me all sorts of grief, seem to have been fixed. Now we got little sounds here. Looks like he's going to be coming out. And we've got Air New Zealand just leaving runway. Beautiful, beautiful day here in Christchurch. Not a breath of wind at all. So lucky to get these northern approaches as well, because to be honest with you, watching south-north takeoffs, trying to track them is really difficult, because you have to tilt and pan, and it's not a lot of fun, especially with the sun where it is. In the summertime, not so much, because the sun's so much higher. But, this guy is going to get out, and then we've got an incoming. And yeah, he's going to have to get a wriggle on, and he has. That's good. Alrighty, we'll spin around. Right, we might just go over here and switch off the 3D view. And zoom out. Right, let's go back to Christchurch. Okay, let's have a look and see what we've got. So let's zoom in on you. And might even change the settings. Idea, but yep. Map, great. Terrific. Lovely, 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 lovely. Don't really expect much else from you, New Zealand. They're just terrific, those guys and girls. It's quite noticeable how many female trainees there are at the Aero Club going through their commercial pilots training. It's quite encouraging to see female pilots being trained, and obviously if they keep it up as a career, end up like Emily in charge of a super Airbus, and yeah, they're just amazing to see the other day. Who knows if Emily's on this one that's coming across to us today. I'm not across exactly when she's scheduled to come to Christchurch, but when she does, you can count on the landing being super smooth. I've been on Emirates a few times now, and yeah, the crunchiness of the landing, I use the old peanut butter scale. Sometimes it's super smooth, sometimes it's crunchy, and yeah, when it's crunchy, you certainly know about it in a 400-ton aircraft. Yep, because you normally get this beautiful smooth takeoff, beautiful smooth landing, and yeah, it's quite something to experience. So if you have not yet been on an A380, you should probably take the opportunity, if it arises, to get into it.
Great day for a day.
Yeah. Yeah, we've had one or two good movements this morning. Singapore and OAB as well. We had a go around when Singapore was sitting here. We had what is it? A little twin otter type thing. Yeah, just was supposed to be. Well, it was on his approach. Singapore was sitting here waiting for him to come in, and he just goes, just does go around for no reason at all. So Singapore said thank you very much, and off you went.
See you later.
Yeah.
See you on the next shot.
Yeah, yeah.
Have you seen what Emirates is?
Yep.
O-Y-O-E-O-M-E-O-F.
Is it? I thought it was EUR today.
No, it's E-O-E-O-F.
Really?
Yeah,
Hang on a sec.
861. AGA 861.
It's 2 o'clock. It's late.
E-O-F.
Yeah, EOF.
Yeah,
Yeah, quite right.
new one. Hasn't been here before.
Right.
But they're running late now. 2 o'clock.
Yeah. They'll make up time, but they won't make up that much time. So, yeah, let somebody know that I'm going to be late. Oh, look at that. We're tracking over 1,000 k's. Yeah, so I'm just having a look at the stats here on OAF, and she's cruising along at well over 1,000 k's an hour. So yeah, very fast, and we should see it just around about 2 o'clock, which is a little bit late, like an hour late. Yeah, not too impressed by that. Yeah, doubt the passengers are gonna mind. They're gonna have the Emirates experience for a little bit longer. So yeah, terrific. So yeah, we're supposed to be seeing Fiji in not too distant future, maybe about 20-30 minutes. So hopefully we can capture that one. Yeah, let's camp. Yeah, I'm sure somebody said Emily's on this one. Yeah, exactly. Oh, I don't think Emily's on this one somehow. No. Yeah, we don't keep her schedule. Yeah, but it's really nice to see Emily in command when she brings that mighty bus over here to Christchurch. You can tell it's Emily at the controls because it just kisses the runway. Really puts it down beautifully. Who have we got? Looks like a Dashi. Undertow. Yeah. 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 One I'd really like to see
That one or the blue one?
Ah, yeah, the Smarties. The relatively Smarties.
Yeah.
Below the horizon.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's the one I want to see here.
G'day, Kelly. Yeah, good to see you. See this thing's up.
Out with these Sundays ago. They had a strike master down here.
Strike Master? No.
It's Saudi
Unfortunately.
Arabia. Because it's sitting, if I'm correct, see that shed there?
Yeah.
So the one behind it
Yeah.
is sitting in that shed.
Oh, wow.
Strike master, see Saudi Arabia.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And it's actually got it written on the side thing.
Oh, right.
Is the name Saudi Arabia Air Force.
Wow.
Yeah. Because it came from here,
Yeah.
it taxied back up here, and then across, and then back in.
Oh,
as you
okay.
see.
So it didn't do any takeoffs
Just
or
like-
anything?
I was just doing engine run
All right.
testing. That thing is definitely loud.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I got the
There was one, it was the same one yesterday
all right.
from the Canterbury Aero Club.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. I
There was a guy doing a video of it.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
From the Canterbury Aero Club cafe.
Okay. On a Sunday.
No, yesterday. Friday.
Oh, okay.
It was
Yeah.
Friday, yeah.
No, I
Friday.
didn't. Yeah, I didn't come out yesterday.
just sort of close and thought, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we're right.
EOF should be good for a new one to hear.
Oh yeah.
EOF.
Yeah.
Never been here before.
Yeah. End of flight. End of flight. Yeah, end of flight. Christchurch.
Yep.
The ends of the earth. As far as Emirates go.
Yep. And everyone's saying they're getting rid of it next year.
Which?
The A380.
Ah, no way.
No, it
Well,
ain't.
No. I think Emirates will still be flying those in 2030.
The A380. Because I've got some info on the inside of the airport
Oh, right.
that I can go show an hour.
Cool.
And to go, nah, don't listen, just listen to us. We know what we're doing.
Right.
Yeah, we're going to replace it with the A350.
Yeah, 350 is beautiful aircraft. A 350,000. If they made a 352,000 that just was a little bit bigger, I reckon everybody would be switching for it straight away.
Yeah.
The 350,000 is the best airliner currently flying.
And it's so Cathay Pacific
Yeah, yeah,
flighting.
yeah. They fly 'em here, which is real nice.
I've got 5 out of 15.
Okay.
So I'm trying to get all of them.
Yeah. Open out of the ducting. So you can imagine this brand new, beautiful, brand new aircraft, and the passengers literally started tearing into bits for somewhere to put their bags. And the crew came down and they were not happy. And they had to call up an engineer to come on to put it. And so we ended up with about 2.5 hours flight. It took them about 45 minutes to get an engineer, qualified engineer to come on, put all the bags and measures all, say, take a look at the end, take everything through the fly and test it. No, they couldn't come. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I thought because of the return for Emirates back to how foot they were going, nah, that said something a little bit different. Instead of the normal one.
So according to the 3D and flight radar, our friends at Fiji are just passing Amberley, so they won't be far away at all. In the meantime, I'll switch that off and we'll get this over here. Morning, Rob. Good to see you, mate. Nice. Yeah, I think pretty much anywhere in the country is beautiful conditions today. You might hear an egg beater, which is a helicopter, just landing over by the Aero Club over at Helicopter Line. But here we go. Yeah, Rob, I'll give you a bit of a look at our conditions here in a minute, but there is not a breath of wind at all. And as I say that, we suddenly get some. So just the faintest little bit of breeze. So we're seeing a little bit of grass rustling, and the windsock is not quite as limp as it was. Yeah, somewhere out there. Oh, yep, can see the lights. So, I'll just give you a quick squiz of the 3D. It's Fiji, and I'll whip around.
Now I can get it.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, we can actually see it now, so there we go. Down in there, find me a battery. Might get it after this.
I'll go back. Otherwise I'm going to get the noise.
Muller and welcome to Christchurch, Fiji. So we've got a new Texel freighter there. He's coming all the way down. How kind. See if we can get away. he is waiting on this guy. So it's all go at the moment. All business, yeah, nah. Oh well. Tixel? No. Yeah. It's parking up on the bay. Just a bit smoky, that one. Just a bit smoky. Can definitely see a bit of a trail coming out the back of that one. Both engines, so
Yep, she's got gate 29.
nice to see a wee dashy. Might swing around. Let's see if we can track this guy. Okay.
Yeah, she's gone no, she's gone into the post side.
Right. extreme.
Paint spotting.
Yeah.
You know, I was checking the weather all when I thought, oh, please don't rain this weekend. You can see that they had an open day last weekend of that.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No, that was awesome.
Yeah,
And
my mate's got one.
Saturday was great. And then on Sunday it was pouring the rain.
Yeah,
So they were so lucky they had it on Saturday.
yeah, my mate's got one too, coming up in November at the engineering side.
Oh, okay. Cool.
He's a qualified engineer.
Oh man.
I better go and do that. And the building that's going up next to the engineering side is the other engine testing thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Because of not that one, one behind it. It's the smaller one, not the bigger one. F is the next one for Qantas with the split. One that's, yeah. And there's another one, X. XTE is the next one to get it, to have it done.
Well, it looks like we're in for a bit of a lull here until about 1 o'clock, and then we got a bit of action happening. A lot more arrivals and departures. So we've got about half an hour of not really much going on. So I'll try and keep you entertained with sort of what's going on around. Got a student pilot doing laps, and if I see him come round again, I'll be sure and give you a good look at his approach technique. But in the meantime, have a look at the conditions here in Christchurch. Just amazing. Here is our windsock, and it's actually just about as breezy as it's been. So it's not completely limp, but and the odd blade of grass is moving, just the big ones. But apart from that, nothing going on. So we'll see if we can get you into focus, student pilot. honestly, if you were taking your first lesson, today would be the day, because you would have just about nothing to contend with, at least on the ground down here. There we go. It's a bit deceptive. Does dip over there. He hasn't sort of gone under. It's just there's a bit of a dip which runs all the way across the airfield. So there he goes. He's popped out the other side. It's probably going to go off to the Aero Club and grab a spot of lunch or something. Bit of a debrief, what you did wrong, that sort of thing. Just having a bit of a look at Emirates is now back to 159. Not very much. They've flight radar's estimate, and I have to emphasise it's an estimate, is 159. He's come back from over 1,000 k's an hour. He's now just at 974, a mere 974 kilometres an hour. Certainly lose your licence if you were doing that in a vehicle. But yeah, she's very, very nice. Let me see if I can throw you up a 3D rendition of Mr. Emirates. Zoom out a bit. There we go. And we'll give you something to look at. There you go. So that's a virtual fly along with Emirates there. Kelly, the info is that they're putting a solar farm in all the way along there. So from the radar station all the way across to just about where the airfield, the Aero Club is, a lot of that is getting filled in with solar panels. That's why I thought they were putting fibre in down the back there, but it was actually high voltage. So obviously when they generate this power from the solar farm, they've got to ship it somewhere. And so they've been digging up, they've been doing a lot of trenching along there. And I thought, oh yeah, this is just them doing some fibre installs or down the back there. But no, not on your life, high voltage. And they're chopping down trees. Yeah, there's been stands of trees sort of taken out, which is really good when you're over there, but now of course we're just about going to lose it, I think. The mound over by the radar station is still there, but with all the building going on in front of it, yeah, we might end up with a whole lot of reflected light, so it might not be too good. But if they actually take out from over the if they actually take out that stand of trees, let me just quickly switch. No, yeah, they're definitely pushing through with that. Yeah, let me see. So Here's the radar station. Around here. Okay, so all the way from there, that whole field in front of the mound is going to be completely full of solar panels. There's some other, there's a paddock around the back, and that's getting filled up with solar panels as well. Want us to give us an ID on this one, Tele NZ? Not a Robinson R44, is it? I think it might be something a little bit more sophisticated. So yeah, that's what's going on in Christchurch. Not a lot, as I said, until about 1 o'clock, and then we're going to get a flurry of activity. A lot of departures, a lot of arrivals. Of course, Emirates is supposed to have arrived about 1 o'clock, but it's not going to. Yeah, Airbus, there you go. Yeah, it's quite a bit more sophisticated than a Robinson. Yeah. Mike certainly had his fair share of very nice helicopters down in Queenstown yesterday. And yeah, let me just see. Yeah, it's still saying 159 for Emirates. I imagine that might come back a bit, but yeah, we'll see how we get on. I'm definitely going to stay for it. Yeah, the wrong reg being transmitted. Yeah, almost as if he had the wrong transponder in his helicopter, which would be, I would have thought, a breach of civil aviation regulations. Don't quote me on that, but yeah, I would have thought so. Yeah, so what have we got there? I have to tell somebody that I'm going to be a little bit late. Might give you a quick update on the mound situation over here, the new mound situation over by NZ Post. Guy was in there with an excavator on Thursday, I think it was. Wednesday or Thursday anyway. It's a bit higher than it was. So yeah, they're slowly but surely building that up. Makes you wonder what the end game is for it, because Yeah, I can't see them actually putting anything on there unless it's something defensive. Yeah, who knows? But they've gone to a lot of expense to actually construct that mound, and yeah, no sign of what they're actually putting on it. I'll give you another look. Oh, look, big panorama. Let's do a panorama for you. So you can see the hills way out there. Give a bit more of a widescreen look at it. Old poplars around the back there. And then we've got a few of these taller hills. So Mr. Sock and around to our hills around here. See all the skiers getting a bit excited when they saw the snow, but that unfortunately hasn't kicked on. And quite honestly, I'm not a big winter person, so that's why I'm off to Japan in winter. Head out there and do a bit of plane spotting, bit of streaming for you. Hopefully see something quite interesting. Some of the places I'm going: Okinawa, Naha Air Base has got an Air Force base right there, and should be able to see some very nice military aircraft. Civilian aircraft of all sorts of shapes and sizes. No 380s into Naha. They did for a while use it as a testing run from Narita down to Okinawa. So they have seen the flying Honus down there, and those are some very attractive aircraft. We were on Airliners Live last night, the biggest streaming channel, and they had the NBA come into Manchester, and they were pretty happy about that. And they were saying, how do you rate it? I think it's all right. I think the Smarties, which is the Fly Dubai, is probably a little bit nicer. But certainly it's very attractive, that NBA plane. Hopefully we get to see it in Christchurch at some stage. Yeah, Telly, I have no idea what they're building. I probably should have gone when they first actually started construction, when the guys were there. I probably should have gone across and asked them what they were building. But yeah, nobody really seems to know, so I might see if I can find out.
This is where we need you.
And I think the other side is the engineering hangar. Yeah. The CHC. I think this is going to be the same. Yeah, it's going to be another hangar. Well, I thought it was going to be Sky Chef.
Oh, right.
Moving
about
from
there?
Wairarapa Road to here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but that's
No,
what I've
that's too,
heard.
yeah, that's too far for the trucks to go, surely. Because the truck has got to, they've got to transport all the goods,
All the food.
all the food and what have you, offload and unload it. No, yeah, I can't see it. Can't see it.
Hangar. Hangar 6. We've got hangar 1, hangar 5, hangar 3.
Because they have, you know, in order to do that, they have to start with taxiways and all sorts of things. You'd see all sorts of taxiways and things being built in order to be able to promote it. And it's way up here, so somebody sort of suggested that might just quickly out for that. Who knows? It's not really that far. It's not really that far.
I'll go for Warfield. Come back.
Okay, mate.
Hey Rob, good on you, mate. Yeah, if I click on your name, can I do anything about that? Yeah, add as moderator. There you go. Standard moderator. Save. There you go. So Rob, yeah, if you want to try typing again, you might end up with a bit of a spanner there. Yeah, let's keep pretty much anybody sort of in the inner circle, you know, friends of friends. I know Rob's pretty upstanding guy, and you know, certainly has Kevin's trust. So there you go. Have no issues. Looks like we've got some action. Hang on a sec. Whip you around. Might be the first of our lunchtime arrivals. Yay! A plane, a plane. Look, boss, a plane. Yes, Tattoo. Yes, welcome to Fantasy Island. Jetstar. Very nice indeed. Well done, Mr. Jetstar. Yeah. I figure until we actually get monetized and get all those pretty doohickeys and badges and all that sort of stuff, which, yeah, some people like it. So, you know, you've got to play the game, really, don't you? So, yeah, until that comes along, I think we'll make certainly all you early guys that are joining, and as I say, people that we know, or friends of friends at least, from the inner circle, yeah, just throw everybody a wrench and say, yeah, help out. And I don't know that we're ever gonna really need super moderation action, but yeah, I'm super happy that Tele NZ, you've sort of come along with all your experience of moderating other plane spotting channels. It's really nice to have your sort of experience and certainly wealth of knowledge. Because yeah, I can't have flight radar up and be inspecting it the whole time. Even though Mike seems to manage it just with the phone. So yeah, I must do a bit more practice. Let's see what we've got. Next of our lunchtime arrivals. There's Barbara P. Sterling when we need it. Really pretty happy about that. A prop. Maker's mark. Yeah, yeah. You don't moderate drunk. Yeah, that's yeah. I think that was definitely in our code book back when I used to do it. Try not to be intoxicated or otherwise incapacitated, because you've got the responsibility of the company at stake. Fortunately, it was such a big outfit that there were plenty of people around to help out. Dashy! Yes, Dashy. Yeah, no engine glow on that one. See, we got to get this chopper. Focus on you, focus on you. Go on, focus. That way. Yeah, so a few more of those. Around to terminal. We actually should start seeing a few departures, not too distant future. But here we go, another arrival, not a Dashi but an ATR. I think I did a KDS just now, so if nobody tell Kiwi Dove stuff, I might have crossed Union lines to steal his trademark tripod kick. Alright, let's just give you another quick ride along with Emirates, and we'll check out. It's saying 52 minutes away. Of course, these are just estimates. So 12,500 meters. So certainly right up there and 906 kilometres an hour. Certainly not as fast as it's been. When she first took off, it was well over 1,000. Got another ATR coming in. Managed not to kick the tripod. How's good? Captain Flying Honu. おはようございます。ありがとうございます。このストリームに、ようこそ。ありがとう。そろそろね、もう50分、Emirates EK412 シドニーからクライストチまで、ちょっと遅いですね。1時間遅いですね。So just let Captain Flying Honu, whose English is better than my Japanese, know that Emirates is about 50 minutes away, and that it's about an hour late. So we should be seeing it not too distant future. But let's throw that up. 3D version of and let's see if we can't see where it is in relation to the coast. We can't see the coast quite yet. No, cannot quite see the coast. But definitely will be popping along shortly. So let me see if we can get this. Captain さん、もちろんもちろん。ちょっと待って。これ消して。これ ATR 72ですね。ニュージーランドにはATR いっぱいですね。花はダッシュ8、ハッチャンQ400。ニュージーランドにはQ300。エアニュージーランドですね。Q300 使って。 Emirates まだね. So yeah, we should see Emirates in about 3/4 an hour, 45 minutes. So 45分ですね. Emirates 来る. So we're getting a lot of arrivals, but not seeing too many departures yet. And when I looked at the board, I saw lots and lots of departures around about 1 o'clock. So unless something's sort of happened. Yeah. キャプテンさん、ニュージーランドもうすぐ冬ですね。これは山の見るの近い山ですね。スキー場ある。これはウィンドソックですね。全然ないの。風が全然ないの。山、雪がちょっとあまりないね。ありがとう、キャプテンさん来る。今日お酒痛み、ストリームことができますか？今日。Are you going to stream from Emirates, so from Osaka Itami today? Captain Flying Honu also streams from Osaka. And he was the guy who was Instagramming live from inside an A350 on the way to Okinawa the other day. And it was awesome. すごいですね。インスタライブ、JAL の飛行機の中ね。びっくりしました。キャプテンさんはどこ？Yeah, so he was inside the aircraft. Looked like business class to me. Certainly had a lot of leg room, and well in front of the wing. And looked out the wing, looked out the window, looked back, and we could see just the tips of the beautiful A350 900 that JAL flies domestically on a lot of routes in Japan. And yeah, they're just a joy to fly on. They really are a beautiful aircraft. Ah, 雨が降ってる。そうですね、わかる。So, yeah. Okay. So, yeah. I know all about streaming in the rain. Last Sunday, I came out to do a stream and it was just pouring with rain. So I ended up on my phone, much as you do. Captain Flying Honu often streams from his phone on the way to somewhere, which I guess is how he managed to do the stream from the Instagram live from inside the aircraft. But it was very, very interesting. Try to capture my usual Emirates arrival. I usually try and get Emirates arrival if I'm out here and try and do it on the phone in the rain was not a very pleasant experience, but it was a learning experience, and I was able to actually go down to Waireki Road there, and just grab some extra footage, and then I ended up in the Novotel, where we actually saw the first go around of the stream, and we had another go around today. Singapore was waiting for a guy to come in, and he just completely went right over the top. Sort of came down to about a couple of 100 meters up, and then just went, no, don't like this approach, and just took off. And yeah, so Singapore said thank you very much, and then made its getaway. Unfortunately, was at the stage where I was having technical difficulties getting my viewfinder lined up with what you guys were actually able to see on the screen, and yeah, not too much of it was visible. I might be able to see what I can find, because I did record Singapore, and yeah, I'll have to have a look back at it this evening. When I'm finished here, I'll go home. I usually go home and then pick up. We've got some engine testing going on over here on this wee Dashi. Yeah, I usually go home and download all of the clips that I take. I don't record the entire stream onto the camera, but I do record the highlights, and those highlights definitely include Fiji and Singapore Airlines, and yeah, Captain Sun, そうですね。沖縄大好き、大好き. It's my favorite place in the whole world, Okinawa. This year we're going to go to Ishigaki for about a week, and then we're going to go to Naha for about 4 weeks, I think, this time. Not as long as last year. Last year we sort of took an extended vacation. It was our first vacation since COVID last year, and we decided we'd go and stay in Okinawa for a month and a half. It ended up being. So yeah, it was really, really nice. But this year we're going to Ishigaki, which is right down by Taiwan. Last year, because of a certain Japanese performing group called Perfume, they were having a live show in Taipei. So I was able to just jump on a plane and go from Naha down to Taipei, and which is barely an hour. You spend a lot more time in the airport than you do in the plane. And I found Taipei excellent. Just a really, really nice place to go. Cheap to get around. The accommodation is really excellent. And yeah, can't praise the place highly enough. I think it has one of the best viewing areas for plane spotting on the roof. A little bit like Haneda, but yeah, a lot more accessible, I think, and they're not quite so strict on the rules. We don't seem to have anybody else incoming. Let me just see. So I've got 36 minutes. And can we see the coastline? Not really. Okay. Oh, it looks like this guy is back in action. So awesome. So, Captain San, this is a Q300. And I think you have the ATR, is it 42? It's the short. Anyway, it's Irupachan desu ne. The one that's painted like a dolphin, which we see at Itami quite a bit. It's really, really attractive. Japanese have some of the best paint schemes. Okay. That's where he's going. Okay. Engine testing. Whoop. Here we go. Fiji. これはフィジーですね。ボーイングの737マックス8。Boeing 737 MAX 8. And hopefully comes all the way down here. There is an incoming aircraft, but I'm staying on this MAX 8. We don't get to see them very often, or at least I haven't
caught them very often, especially not this close. And I'm going to go and see if we can get away. It might be a bit busy. Only if they gave us a hold. Yeah, it's a very attractive livery. It's a very nice beautifully put together aircraft, and the livery on it looks amazing. I'd really love to see their 350 come to Christchurch, but I understand that they don't have very many of them, so they're best used on the big routes over to the States and across to Australia. I don't even think they take it they take it to Tokyo. They fly the 330 to Tokyo, I believe. I was certainly interested in going to Tokyo via Fiji at some stage, and might put that in the plans, because I'd really love to do a stream from Nandi. What you can't smell is the aviation gas gently wafting over here, and oh, it just smells amazing. What do we call it? Plane spotter perfume or plane spotter cologne, but yeah, it's very, very nice.
There we go, that's Fiji. And what do we got here? We've got a little student pilot. On the main runway. What's making all that noise? I believe, who's that guy? Here's Emirates just coming up on the coast. So this is virtual fly along. As you can certainly see, it's down to 34 minutes. Yeah, so he's going to be even later. So it's showing 2:10 on flight radar now. So it's still 34 minutes away. Yeah. So this is A6 end of flight, EOF. So it's appropriate that it's coming to Christchurch, which is the very edge of Emirates flight envelope. So yeah, they don't go to anywhere past Christchurch. We're as far as they go. And in order to get here, they come via Sydney. Of course, that's a Fifth Freedom route, which means that they use the designation, same designation for the flight from Dubai all the way through to Christchurch, but their stopover is in Sydney. And we quite often make use of that by jumping on EK413, which goes from Christchurch to Sydney, and of course EK412, which comes the other way. And it's relatively affordable to fly even in first class on Emirates. And if you get the chance, certainly I would think maybe a special birthday, or something along those lines. Yeah, get yourself some business class seats on Emirates and pop over to Sydney for a weekend or something. Hopefully you have a reasonably good ground experience. I've often found Sydney to be not the best, well, Australia in general, but Sydney in particular, not the best as far as ground experience is concerned. But here we go. In the meantime, we've got wee Texel just nipping out, so I'll just whip round and get that for you. Texel. Oh dear, it's not coming all the way down. Never mind. I quite like the winged eyeliner. They do quite a nice job. Texel, who else? Of course, Canadian have the mask on their aircraft. It looks like the mask of Zorro, or certainly maybe takes inspiration from one of their native peoples. Right, that's Texel, and let's see where Emirates is. Emirates just over the mountains. In the absence of anything definitive to show you, yeah, we're just doing a bit of a ride along with Emirates 3D. So we're just crossing over the Alps there. So we should see you in about, well, it's saying 20 minutes. Yeah, it's probably around about that. Anyway, let me know in the chat, and you're welcome to use the chat. There's no restrictions on who can post. You don't need to be subscribed. I'd really like people to subscribe because I've been gradually getting towards the numbers that you need in order to achieve monetization. And of course, at monetization levels, we get all sorts of goodies from YouTube that enable us to make the experience a lot better. Hey, Telly with 4 sheep. Your flock is growing, dear lady. Good to see you. Battery is good. I can be reasonably sure that the battery on the laptop is not going to die. The battery on my camera is good. The battery on the viewfinder screen is good. So the only thing that could possibly screw us up is if we had an issue with the modem. And of course we had an issue with the modem last time, and that was not a lot of fun. Yeah, Telly, doing a lot better now. Had 1 or 2 teething troubles early on. I was able to get, so I've recorded Singapore earlier, so we'll be able to actually post that later. So that guy, yeah, so I thought we had something sort of pushing back or departing, but no, it's undertow around to another gate. So I think we're safe there. Just stick with the ride along on Emirates. Yeah, so as I was saying, in the chat, let me know what you think of these 3D ride-alongs, because for filling in sort of space where there's not a lot going on, and here at Christchurch there is this big gap between about, I'm going to say 11:30 and 12 o'clock, and then from about 12:30 to 1 o'clock there's about a 30-minute gap where there's just not really anything going on at all. And so we need something to fill in, and I think this isn't too bad as sort of something to do. Of course, I've run it in the past as a completely separate stream so that people could actually chat in that stream as well. But yeah, we're just trying a few different things. All part of the learning curve, yeah. I think, yeah. Well, yeah, it's really not up to me. It's what the audience is keen on. We've got a bit of a movement here, so let me just switch that off for a moment. Come round here. Here we go. Dash has done a few tests. Must have scored an A or something, and teacher has let them off. Right. So you can see Emirates, and they're saying 12 minutes, but I would say there's no way they're getting here in 12 minutes. But it has come back to 2:01, and yeah. Yeah, Tally Two Sheep. That was the main reason I sort of started doing them, is because you know, there was nothing, basically nothing to watch. And I mean, at least it's a virtual plane, sure, but you can see the info, and it sort of fills up the stream a bit, makes it a bit more watchable, I think. Gives a bit of a point of interest. Little to no planes, yeah, exactly. So yeah, really happy with that we got to see Mike's stream yesterday from Queenstown. I think he did really, really well. I like where he streamed from this time. I think if I did it, I'd like to try up on the hill, which is up on the remarkable Skifield Road. It's the same sort of perspective that we see World Aviation 4K, a guy who sort of does a lot of the Asian airfields, and he does Hong Kong from way up high, up on the hill. It's across the motorway, and it's like you're looking from way on high. And the other day, we were looking down on the airfield, and there were clouds sort of drifting past. So it was like we were overflying the airfield. It was really, really attractive. So if I get myself to Hong Kong, which I sort of kind of, because of the political situation, sort of said, I don't know that I ever really want to go back to Hong Kong. If I did, it would just be for plane spotting, and yeah, I would head up the hill and do what he does. And for that purpose, I've got a lens extender for my camera, so I can sort of be a long way from the action, and still be able to get a reasonably good view. Unfortunately, the other side of that is it's no good close up, and you can't really change lenses very fast. So, we've got looks like Jetstar pushing back. So Jetstar pushing back. Hey Tucker, how you going, mate? Seven minutes out. Yeah, I think I can see it. So, having said that, I'm going to swing around and see if I can line you up with that tree there, and go up. that tree there and go up, and we can see it. Great. There we go, EK412, Emirates A380, A6 EOF, end of flight. We don't know if Emily's flying this one today. She was certainly in about a week or so ago, and the touchdown was just the smoothest thing ever. It's by far my most watched video, Emily's touchdown. And yeah, so if you're new to the channel, it's probably because of that video that you're here. This is a live show. First one I've actually been able to do kind of properly. I had some teething issues to start with, but yeah, it's the first one I've actually been able to get the old headset worked out and get the sound worked out, and big thanks to Let's Camp NZ, who's a bit of a guru on this sort of stuff, who sort of pointed me in the right direction as far as the gear to get and all that sort of stuff. And big thanks to Mike from NZ1 Aviation. He's the one who put me onto the Sennheiser microphone, which is a really nice microphone to use. Kevin, of course, Kevin from Wellington Flights Live, set me up with the camera choice. I probably should have gone for the handle straight away, which would have shortcut a few of the issues that I've had. But I'm still reasonably happy with this camera. It's a Panasonic HCX 1500. Oh man. Unfortunately, we've got some other spotters sort of in the way. It's all very nice of them to come out and want to capture it, but yeah, been here a while and would really. So this guy's in the way. So Captain Flying Honda-san, if you're here, here is an All Blacks for you.
that. And Jetstar is going to push in before the A380 arrives. So that's going to be really, really interesting. It's quite tight. So I've got Jetstar just pushing in, and the A380 is definitely looking pretty large. So so they're going to run pretty close. And if OAB doesn't get off in time, it's going to be very, very close. OAB's out of the way. I expect Jetstar to spool up like crazy and get out of here. You would not want to cause a go around of an A380. That would not look good on your debrief. He's still there. This is a go around. A380 going around. The A380 has had to go around because this aircraft has been stuck on the runway. How awesome is this? A go around of an A380. And we were here to get it. And look at the view. How awesome. There you go, an A380 going around here in Christchurch. It's a very, very rare event. I've only ever seen it once before, and that was strong winds. This is down to Jetstar being greedy, getting onto the runway and preventing the A380 from landing. And that is not going to look good on Jetstar's resume at all. I'm going to follow Emirates around a bit because yeah, I wonder where he's gonna go, what route he's gonna fly. He might go out over Banks Peninsula. Certainly looks like he's heading that way. Emirates getting a good look at Christchurch by the looks of things. Looks like they're flying around the perimeter of the city. So that's really, really nice. I thought it was going to be tight. I just wondered why on earth Jetstar got on the runway ahead of the incoming A380. Clearly there wasn't enough room. OAB didn't get out of the way, so Jetstar couldn't take off. And as it's turned out, it's a bit of a bonus for us
because we've seen a very rare sight indeed. Take this opportunity to get people to, if they are not subscribed, to perhaps subscribe to the channel. I can't promise you A380 Go Arounds every day, but there's certainly a lot of A380 movements that we've recorded. In particular, the Emily, Captain Emily. Video is very, very popular with people. This is something the passengers on Emirates aren't used to seeing, is a view of the entire of Christchurch, because they've had to fly completely around the perimeter of Christchurch because of one act by Jetstar. Let me just show you quickly what's going on. And I can come around here. Otherwise I'm going to get very, very tangled up. Yep, I've been watching a while, and that's only the second time I've ever seen it.
Yeah, we come a lot and we've not seen it, have we? So, pretty cool. Must have felt crazy that it was coming into land and people must have thought, hey, why is that this here? Is this one all black as well, Anisha?
This is definitely not two all black. This is in New Zealand.
Look how far Emirates is.
Whoa!
And that's where tailings dam works.
Yeah, while these folks are standing in the way, I'll just give you the virtual view for a while. Hey, how you going? Bit unfortunate last night. You guys were robbed, eh? Mate. Oh, I knew.
We were at the game watching it.
Yeah.
Gutted, eh?
It's not the first time.
It won't be the last.
No.
If games are 70 minutes long, Holland would have been champions.
Yeah.
We've won so many 70-minute games. Yeah, it's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
I was yelling and lost my voice, wasn't
Oh, mate. Can understand. Yeah. No,
I? Are you watching?
just on TV, eh? A few mates at the game.
Yeah, nice.
I'm gonna go down and sit on those stones.
You get a better view from here though, Angus, if you want to take a video. Get a bit above the fence line. Get some good gear. You running it live?
Hey?
You running it live?
Yeah.
Streaming it live?
Yeah. So what have we got there? Yeah.
View of
I've been coming here for quite a while.
And that's only the second time I've ever seen the Emirates go around. And it's because of Jetstar.
Wow.
They no. OAB was on the runway. Those guys went onto the runway, okay, while OAB was still on the runway, and they knew that that Emirates was coming.
But they still win anyway.
And yeah, they went on anyway. I don't think that's going to look very good at all. So here we go. A little bit of crunchiness in that peanut butter.
Now Emirates.
Archer, if you're there, you need to sit down, please.
So here's the big one.
Nice.
Oh, that's sweet. Oh.
Oh.
No, I'm still here.
Can you see it coming?
Here he comes. Okay, now I can.
Well, let me see if we can get this done this time. Oh,
Can you see it coming too? Coming around this way. They got good condition and you were there.
hopefully we don't get too many heads in the way.
You're above most of them. How low was he when he went around last time? Down there, was he?
You have to specify which version you were. The first one, 0, absolutely nothing.
That's probably an 8.
What do you think,
I
Archer?
got photo,
How do you
Dad.
rate that landing?
Dad, I got photo.
Some wag said how many out of 10.
You and Dad?
Yeah, so let me just show you around here. We have got so many people and so many cars come to watch this.
Right.
Yeah, we got a lot of people in today.
Archer. No, come on up.
Cheers, mate. Better luck next time.
Good luck next time. Yeah.
Get them to put the long sprigs in.
I know. They were slipping over a lot.
They're too used to playing under a roof.
That's true, actually.
Maybe next year.
There's always next year. Look after yourself.
Come on then. Let's go.
ありがとう、キャプテンさん。ありがとう、ありがとう。もう一度来てください。ぜひぜひよろしくお願いします。
What about what? Oh, you're gonna kick me in the wood. Kick me in the teeth. Villain? How villainous can you be? No? Should I carry you? Yeah? ATS. Come here then. Easy. See, told you.
See, these things have the most insane reverse thrust ever.
Ask Mickey.
No, I know how powerful the reverse thrusters are. Whoa, I thought I had a bird strike.
Just like to thank everybody for coming. Obviously, quite a bit of excitement. I'd like to personally thank whoever it was in command of that Jetstar for getting onto the runway and causing the go around, because it certainly brought a lot of excitement to the stream. Yeah, without it, we got, I would have thought there would have been 30, 40 cars here. Each car with at least a couple of people, quite a few families bringing out the young ones to have a look at Emirates,
And of course, what they saw today was extra special. Extra special. Unless it does a fly past, you do not get to see the underside over the airfield very often at all. And yeah, we were just so lucky to see that. So yeah, look, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Costs you absolutely nothing. Don't even bother putting on the bell notification thing. At this stage, my streams are pretty ad hoc. I try and work around other streamers. I have been doing it quite a bit longer than I have. I try not to get in anybody's way. So yeah, I'm here on Saturday. I was going to do tomorrow, but our good friend Sky Squad TV, Sean, is in Auckland tomorrow. So check him out. Should be a lot of heavy action at Auckland, and it'll look really amazing. Of course, I can't promise you go-arounds in Auckland, but we were privileged enough to see one here in Christchurch today. So I am probably going to wrap it up, and I'd like to thank you for coming along, especially in this last sort of half an hour or so. We're probably going to wrap up and pack up, and I've got to go home and I've got to edit this video because yeah, there's a lot of people's heads and things in the way, and yeah, we get that all sorted out and get it uploaded, and yeah, it should be worth watching later on. So so yeah, I'll see you all later. Hopefully in the next live stream, and that will probably be sometime next week. Might see if I can work in with Mike from NZ1 Aviation, who did an epic stream from Queenstown yesterday. Really terrific stream from down there. And let's see if we can get one more incoming for you. It's a long way out, just as sort of a wind down. There we go. Now focus. There we go. Focused. Nice. There we go. So Qantas in the house. We go back over here. You can just see the smoke that he kicked up. And let me just go back around here and show you the conditions. Here's the conditions. You do not get much stiller than that. And yet we had an A380 going around today. So the last A380 that I saw going around, it was definitely to do with weather conditions. Massive crosswind. Yeah, they just could not keep it lined up and get it landed. But this particular time, it was all down to Jetstar. If you're watching, you can probably scroll back to see the go around. Let me see if I've got a timestamp on it for you. Yeah, so you're looking for just over 205 on the screen to see the go around. Maybe even go back to around about 2 o'clock. You'll see the approach. You'll see Jetstar going onto the runway, and yeah, all of that should be on the stream, so you should be able to see that. You'll see OAB coming in, the all black A320, and he was on the runway. Jetstar entered the runway while OAB was still on the runway, and the A380 was still on its final approach. And so it's like somebody on the motorway sort of coming out of the side road and just joining straight in right in front of it. And I don't think anyone blames A380 crew at all. 1359, thanks Telly NZ, that's brilliant. So with that, folks, I'm just about out of battery. I'm late because, first of all, Emirates was late, so I've apologised to my wife once. I'm going to have to apologise again because it was a go-around situation. So, yeah, when I get home, I'll give her the interesting news. But I'll also, yeah, not merging like a zip. That's exactly it. Merging like, yeah, a sledgehammer is probably the optimal tool. Yeah, so I'm going to probably end the stream there. I have no idea how to send you anywhere, so I'm just going to stop it dead and leave it. So I'd like to thank Tally NZ Super Moderator, Let's Camp, Tally Two Sheep. Yeah. Chris Frank. Hey Chris. Wonderful to see you. Yeah. So yeah, going to knock it on the head. So thanks a lot. Bye now.